Anytime you come upon a new situation, you look for somebody that has done it before where you can kind of take some like snippets. They did it like this, they're doing it well, they're somehow maintaining this balance, just living awesome lives and pursuing their dreams, but also being a good parent and raising a good child. I couldn't find anybody whose life I wanted to emulate. And I was fucking terrified. Like, I didn't know how I was gonna do it. And it sent me into this like pretty gnarly depression. And depression's weird because sometimes it's circumstantial, and you can kind of figure out an answer for it, but like real depression is internal and existential. Like everything's great on paper, but you're still depressed. And so that makes you more depressed because you know that like you can't work your way out of this. It's uniquely yours. And that depression came from freedom. Like from being like, okay, you want freedom, here it is, but freedom is very, very lonely because you have to do all the stuff yourself. You have to figure it out yourself, and you have to make new paths, and you have to just chop through the jungle, and you don't know where you're going. You have a basic sort of idea, and you're free, but there's no path, there's no guidance, and it's lonely and scary. What I had figured out and what life was supposed to look like, all of those things had died. And partly at my hand, because I wanted them to, and partly just realizing like, oh, those things were never there. They were facades. I had to allow my heroes to die because I realized that they were just people. They're fallible people that fuck up all the time, just like myself. And so to put them on a pedestal is unfair to everybody. So allowing them to die in a good way, but still tragic, where I had to mourn it. I had to really mourn that, and then that leads to loneliness. It leads to a lot of loneliness. It's you alone in the wilderness of life. And so the death that I experienced was all of those thoughts and spiritual fathers and mentors and those facades dying, and realizing like this is freedom, and freedom is scary and terrifying, and I have to figure this shit out, and right now I don't know how to do it. And so that's the concept of death in this album.